Yes? What's going on?
Oh, are you Barry?
What do you want?
Well, I wanted to pick your brains about the phone calls you have with the accountant that works for you. Did you kill him?
I didn't kill any accountant.
But you know you did.
What are you? Cop? Fed?
Oh, no, girlfriend.
I didn't say I'd tell you.
Okay, fine. How about I beat 3 of your best guys, and you tell me the name?
Sounds like fun. But not 3 in a row. All at the same time.
Okay, so what are the, rules?
No rules.
All right. Will this be really working for me?
Everybody out.
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
The movie begins with a story about Lindy Lewis. Lindy Lewis experienced a challenging childhood marked by a lack of parental care, which has contributed to her ongoing psychological struggles. Over time, her traumas have intensified, leading to the development of intermittent explosive disorder. This condition makes her susceptible to violent outbursts triggered by minor provocations. After undergoing numerous unsuccessful treatments, she was enrolled in the military to help her manage her anger. However, this approach did not yield the desired results. Ultimately, her psychiatrist, Dr. Munchkin, devised a new treatment plan that involved an electric shock vest to assist her in controlling her impulses. In an effort to engage in a more typical social experience, Lindy agreed to go on a date with a man named Justin. Although she initially considered canceling, she decided to proceed, as he appeared to be a pleasant companion. During their conversation, a waitress approached to take their orders, but when she repeatedly dismissed Justin's choices, Lindy became increasingly agitated and struggled to restrain herself from reacting violently. Later, while in the restroom, Lindy overheard the waitress mocking Justin. Attempting to utilize her device, she found it less effective than before. Consequently, she lost control and physically confronted the waitress. She then left the place without informing Justin of what had transpired. The following morning, Lindy brought the device to Dr. Munchkin for repairs. While working on it, he inquired about her date, which he knew was part of a social experiment. Lindy felt it had been a failure since she had harmed someone once again. Although he returned the device, Dr. Munchkin emphasized that the only sustainable solution for her challenges would be to cultivate deeper connections with others and encouraged her to pursue a relationship. However, Lindy left without responding. Despite not intending to see Justin again, she unexpectedly reached out to him. During their subsequent meeting, they connected well, and she even shared her interest in photography. When they returned to Lindy's home, Justin attempted to kiss her, but she became distressed at the thought of potentially hurting him as well. Later, Justin learns about Lindy's electric shock vest but shows no concern regarding it, and they spend the night together. The following morning, she receives a thoughtful gift from him, a camera, which overwhelms her with joy. After expressing her gratitude, he inquires about her medical equipment, prompting her to reluctantly disclose information about her disorder. She then asks him to stay longer, but he explains that he must return to his office, where he works as an accountant. Before leaving, he invites her to dinner at his home. Lindy feels elated by this unexpected opportunity to connect with someone and eagerly meets with Dr. Munchkin to share her happiness. Having not used her device the previous night, she contemplates that if this relationship flourishes, she may no longer need it. After visiting the doctor, she spends the day taking photographs with her new camera. As she prepares for dinner that evening, she receives a message from Justin indicating he may be late. When she calls him, however, she is connected to Detective Vickers, who informs her of Justin's murder. Distressed, she rushes to the police station, where Detectives Vickers and Niven inform her that his body was discovered in a dumpster. During their conversation, Lindy senses a lack of urgency on their part regarding the case and decides to leave the office to conduct her own investigation. Later, she attends his funeral and mourns his death, reflecting on the brief time they shared together. Overcome by her emotions, she seeks out Dr. Munchkin once more, who prescribes sedatives to help her calm down. Upon regaining consciousness, she discusses Justin with him and expresses her suspicion that Barry, his only client, may be involved in his murder. Although Dr. Munchkin attempts to redirect her focus and urges her to allow the police to handle the investigation, Lindy is resolute in taking matters into her own hands. Lindy remains determined and leaves the clinic after issuing a threat to him. Lindy contacts Detective Vickers and requests that he come to her residence. Once he departs from the office, she discreetly enters the building and retrieves Justin's belongings from the evidence room. From his wallet, she obtains his address and proceeds to his apartment in search of potential clues. While she is exploring the apartment, Vickers calls her and reprimands her for breaking into his office. He informs her that, although his partner intends to arrest her, he wishes to offer her another opportunity, mentioning that Nivens is on her way. After hearing this, Lindy promptly exits the apartment but encounters Nivens at the door, who labels her a murder suspect and intends to take her into custody. While still on the phone with Vickers, Lindy informs Nivens about the call and hands the phone over to her before making a swift escape after confronting Nivens. In the parking lot, she takes Justin's McLaren and quickly drives away from the building. Vickers and Nivens pursue her but end up in an accident while Lindy successfully evades capture. The following morning, she visits a mobile phone store and asks the manager to connect her with a hacker. He introduces her to Andy, and Lindy requests assistance in accessing Justin's phone. During the process, Andy inquires whether Justin was involved in drug dealing, noting that all information had been deleted from the device. Lindy clarifies that he was merely an accountant. The only information recovered pertains to an arms dealer named Barry Kersparky, whom Lindy believes was Justin's sole client, as he had mentioned the name without disclosing any details about his profession. Determined to confront Barry, Lindy expresses her gratitude to Andy for her excellent work and leaves her a set of keys as payment. Upon arriving at Barry's location, she discovers that he organizes paid fights. She directly questions him regarding Justin's murder, but he refuses to provide any information. Recognizing her resolve, Barry challenges Lindy to a fight against his top 3 fighters in exchange for information, to which she agrees.
I'm sure we can all talk it out.
You like bets? What's going on?
Oh, are you Barry?
What do you want?
Well, I wanted to pick your brains about the phone calls you have with the accountant that works for you. Did you kill him?
I didn't kill any accountant.
But you know you did.
What are you? Cop? Fed?
Oh, no, girlfriend.
I didn't say I'd tell you.
Okay, fine. How about I beat 3 of your best guys, and you tell me the name?
Sounds like fun. But not 3 in a row. All at the same time.
Okay, so what are the, rules?
No rules.
All right. Will this be really working for me?
Everybody out.
After defeating them all, Barry announces the outcome of the match and takes her with him. While in the car, his associates attempt to kill her, revealing that he had deceived her. However, Lindy fights back and tortures Barry for the information. He discloses that his boss, Gareth Faisal, was responsible for Justin's murder but warns her that locating him will be difficult due to his influential status, which even deters government action against him. Meanwhile, Detective Niven visits Vickers at the hospital and informs him about Lindy's history of violence stemming from her anger issues. After she leaves, Lindy arrives and expresses her gratitude for Vickers's earlier warning. She informs him that she has identified the killer and requests his assistance in arresting Faisal, but he explains that they cannot take action without evidence. When Vickers inquires about her motivation to pursue Justin's killer despite their limited interactions, Lindy reveals that he was the only genuinely kind person she had encountered recently. Touched by her sincerity, Vickers provides her with Faisal's address but cautions her against going there alone. As their conversation continues, Nivens returns and attempts to arrest Lindy again, but she manages to escape once more. She arrives at Faisal's office building, where Delacroix, the head of security, agrees to escort her to the office but subsequently knocks her down in the elevator and confiscates her vest before ejecting her from the premises. In the car, feeling the absence of her vest, she requests the driver to pull over but attacks him when he refuses. The struggle leads to an accident, but she escapes the vehicle. Later, she meets Dr. Munchen again and recounts her recent experiences, asking him to construct another device for her. After sharing dinner with him, she returns to her apartment only to discover someone else is already there. She enters through the window and finds that Faisal's men have set a booby trap intended to kill her in an explosion. After dismantling the device, she takes it with her and plants another bomb in the apartment to simulate her death. Upon exiting the building, she encounters Vickers, who attempts to arrest her for her safety but is momentarily distracted by the explosion of her apartment, providing her with an opportunity to vanish once again. Vickers calls her, urging her not to pursue Faisal and to allow them to handle the situation, but she is convinced they will not take action against him and disregards his concerns. She climbs to the office building but is apprehended by Delacroix once more. He brings her before Faisal, who admits to killing Justin along with many other innocents. Overwhelmed by anger after hearing his confession, Lindy loses control and lashes out, but Delacroix renders her unconscious with a blow to the head. When she regains consciousness, she finds herself bound to a chair while Delacroix attempts to torture her by draining her blood. She fights back fiercely and breaks free, using his equipment to extract information about Faisal's secret office.
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
After overcoming several security guards on her way, she reaches the office only to discover that Faisal has been shot dead. Before she can process the situation further, she is taken aback by the unexpected appearance of Justin emerging from the corner of the room. He holds her in high regard for her professional accomplishments. However, she is unable to accept that he is alive, having personally attended his funeral. Noticing her disbelief, he discloses that he is a CIA agent who used her to gain access to Faisal, as they preferred not to become directly involved. He further explains that Dr. Munchen recommended her, as he is affiliated with their agency due to their funding of his research. In a sudden turn, he attempts to kill her using an electric shock device, claiming they would present her death as a suicide. However, the device fails to affect her due to her newfound resistance. She manages to rise and throws her bag at him before making a hasty exit from the building. Confused by her actions, Justin is caught off guard when the explosive in her bag detonates, resulting in his death. Once outside the building, Lindy confronts Dr. Munchen, accusing him of exploiting her for his own ends. He apologizes, stating that he was unaware of Justin's intentions. Their heated exchange is interrupted by Vickers and Niven, who find Lindy restraining Munchen against the wall. Misinterpreting the situation as an attempt on Munchen's life, they shoot her in the leg but soon realize she is merely handcuffing him for arrest. After taking her to the hospital, Vickers expresses admiration for her tenacity while they work together to cover her tracks. Once they return the device that was confiscated during her ambulance transport, he asks her out, to which Lindy responds that she will consider it. After recuperating from her injuries and being discharged from the hospital, Lindy returns to her burned apartment to collect her remaining belongings. She is soon approached by an unfamiliar woman, who turns out to be Justin's superior. The woman offers Lindy a position at the agency, suggesting it would provide a constructive outlet for her anger. However, Lindy declines the offer. Meanwhile, hacker Andy discovers that Lindy's payment was actually a McLaren vehicle. Thanks for watching. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe for more of these recaps. Until next time, have a nice day.